MLB 다셔 25.
Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Baltimore Orioles.
Just about ready to go. And today on the hill, Zach Eflin.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting second.
Well, I hope that's not a sign of things to come in this one for either side. We want to see a good, clean game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
And now it's Brandon Lau.
Let's go, Zach.
Ball 1, no strikes. Lau, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. Diaz on at first, nobody out. And another ball.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Turn 2.
Outside low, ball 3.
Let's go, Orioles.
There's a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting third.
First and second, no outs. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. There's a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And now it's going to be Josh Lowe.
Let's turn two.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Let's go, Orioles. Sit him down.
2 on, 1 out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score, and it's 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Now it's Jansen to hit. Inside, ball 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
1st and 3rd, 1 down. Line drive. Here's Holiday for 1, and that's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Baltimore, showing the slab in today's game, Shane McClanahan. What do we have on him?
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. He's got the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Hey now, Orioles, let's go.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
This one smokes, could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Adley Rutschman. That's
No,
outside.
ball.
Ball one.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rushman do on the field?
Just missed. And ball four, two aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. On the inside corner for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1.
Base hit now.
And he deals. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's even up. First and second, no outs, as the Rays try and punch back down a run. That one not close, and the count's full. Ryan Mountcastle in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one is lifted in the air. Palacios squeezes it, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Ryan Mountcastle in the box now, takes strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Rolled to short, could be two. Over to Lau, to Diaz, that's two.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Eflin back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Hit in the air, left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And that skips in the dirt.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Foul ball.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's the second out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Richie Palacios in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And it is 2-1. On the ground to third.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Fires over to first. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Rays 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Come on, Tyler.
All right, Tyler, let's go!
The pitch. On the ground right side,
foul ball.
and that's just foul. McClanahan, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. In the dirt, and the count even 1-1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Batting seventh, center fielder,
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one pulled foul. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Misses inside, 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Hit in the air, center field.
Let's go! Come on!
DeLuca puts it away, and there are two down.
batting eighth, third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that is out of play.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it could surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
On the ground, right side, Lau to first, and the inning is over. One left for the Orioles, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game. But ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
Mullins makes the catch, and there's one gone. Yandy Diaz now. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, Baltimore, let's go!
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman Brandon
Lau at the plate. Walked his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Tampa. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Baltimore as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Fought off foul. And that one fouled off. And the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Palacios nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher.
So 2 down now, and here is Adley Rutschman. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Popped up. Diaz. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Rays 1 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Junior Caminero.
Come on, Orioles.
Come on, Orioles!
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one found hard the other way. Out towards right center field. Cowser calls it in, and there's one away. And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Orioles, let's go.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. One out, bases empty. Inside, ball 1. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play. And I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Up and in, the count now 2-2. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Next offering misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Fastball right back to the mound. The throw to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher
Danny Jansen to hit here. 0 for 1 so far. Jansen, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Rays 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 4th. Now here is Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Foul ball still 0-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and that is strike 1. The Rays leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is down low. That one is hammered right field low. Going back on this one. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for three.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit, doubled his first time up. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one. Two out, space is empty. There's the strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1-2.
And that is downstairs. It's 2-2.
2 strikes.
And Sugar Shane McClanahan gets his second strikeout of the game. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Rays 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Jonathan Aranda.
Come on, O's.
Eflin back to work. Ripped to third. On to O'Hearn. And a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jose Caballero. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Let's go, Orioles.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
No ball.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Richie Palacios.
Richie Palacios getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Rays 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser.
First pitch misses.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Yeah, there's the strike. That's inside. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Rays up by a run, last half of inning number 5. And that one is inside ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
That just misses, and it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Next offering upstairs.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Westberg stands in now and watches strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Good eye in that spot. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swung on, belted. Ranging back. And that one is off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. His first at bat was a strikeout. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Let's go, Baltimore!
There's a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Next pitch is outside. that one wrapped foul. And that's in the dirt. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That one just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So the Rays batting order turns over, and here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Now one miss.
No, that's it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one is lifted in the air.
Come on.
He's got it. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Brandon Lau will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a foul ball.
One.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Rutschman makes the grab, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rays 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, and now Gunnar Henderson. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger getting loose out there. Uceta also throwing. The shortstop takes the ball. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise he put a great swing on it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
No outs, runner at first. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. A switch hitter batting right. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Stays alive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Line drive. That's a base hit. Around third. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. We're tied at 1.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Shane McClanahan done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
New
Tampa
pitcher
Bay,
now, Drew Rasmussen.
number 57, Drew Rasmussen.
So digging in, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 2 in this one.
Come on, let's keep it going.
That one outside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swinging a foul out of play. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. That's hard hit on the line. DeLuca flashes the leather on the run and catch.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Now here's the Orioles DH. Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 2.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. In there at the knees.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle onto O'Hearn. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Next to hit, Danny Jansen.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And now it's even up. Ground ball
Just
left
foul.
side, and it goes just foul.
Swing better.
That's
Ball.
down and in. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Rays held in check here. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. DeLuca hauls it in for the out. 1 down.
Now batting. Right fielder.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser.
Let's do it, Orioles.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And delivers outside.
Here we go, Orioles.
That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Now batting. Center fielder. Cedric.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Come on, Orioles. Orioles, let's go.
Just missed.
Good eye.
And that one is downstairs. 2-0.
Make it count. Let's go.
Swing and a foul straight back. And there's a ball. Jordan Westberg in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Westburg in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner on the move. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And the Orioles leave 1. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Keegan Aiken.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Fastball for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Felix Bautista up and loosening in the pen. Now 1-1.
The first pitch, just a tough pitch at the knees on the outside corner for a strike, and then he went in on the next one. So he's got to move the ball in and out from pitch to pitch, up and down, and just try to keep these guys looking all over the place and never lock into one area, because he just doesn't have the stuff to beat you that way.
And the slider just misses.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Caballero.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jose Caballero, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Ball 1 there. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So up next, Richie Palacios. And that's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Struck him out looking. Down in order, go the Rays. Score remains tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Garrett Clevenger.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday.
trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And takes low for ball one. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. And ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Manuel Rodriguez appears to be getting loose. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
And that's down and away.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And gone! And they take the lead. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Now the catcher up to hit, Adley Rutschman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One out, base is empty, and a run in here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Right through there for a strike. Out to short.
Get there! Get there!
Over to Diaz. Rutschman retired.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's a little high.
2-0 to count.
Lined into left center, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now Ryan Mountcastle.
Mountcastle.
And that drops in for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
2 outs. Fouled off, And they'll do it again. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back, and it's into the bleachers. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 4-1.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Garrett Clevenger gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Manuel Rodriguez. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 39, Manuel Rodriguez.
Now it's going to be Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 3. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. And that one hit to first. Diaz takes it to the bag. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance for the Rays coming up.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Felix Bautista.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
DeLuca up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Popped up right side. O'Hearn in position. Makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Now batting the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
He's 2 outs away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
No ball. 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. O'Hearn steps on the bag, 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Last chance for the Rays. Brandon Lau digs in now. Now one missed.
1-0.
Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-0.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And there's the automatic. The Orioles leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
Full count.
The Rays down to their final strike. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Strike him out.
2 outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
4-1 the final here today as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Zach Eflin. What do we need to know here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Yandy Diaz, the
ball,
leadoff
no
batter,
strike.
as he looks at ball 1. Check
Ball,
swing.
no.
He held up. 2 balls, no strikes.
Come on, Orioles.
And that one is inside. Into center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I know swinging at a 3-0 pitch can be debated, but at the end of the day, it's a hitter's count. You know a strike is coming, so why not take advantage and attack the pitch? That was a good piece of hitting, and it paid off with the base hit.
Brandon Lowe now at the plate. That's inside, and that's ball 1. Eflin, a 6'6" righty, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out. Foul ball there. Fouled off. He was late.
Let's go, Zach. Swing.
Goes down looking. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away.
Come on, Zach.
That
Ball
misses
one.
the zone. And 1-1.
Shake it off. Let's get two.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Josh Lowe getting ready to hit. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
All right, Baltimore, let's go. Let's go, Baltimore.
Left-hand hitter waits. That misses the
ball.
zone, and the count is 1-1.
Get out of here, Tampa.
That's out to center field.
Here we
Mullins
go.
gets under it,
Turn it.
brings it in, and that is that. One left for Tampa, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill here today, Shane McClanahan.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back there. Get out of town. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Booth. Aggressive, and it paid off. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Adley Rutschman in now, takes ball one off the plate. Fought off foul.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Batting third.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Ground ball right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. And they got him.
Batting fourth.
Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde.
Castle.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Come on, Ryan.
First pitch swinging.
No ball. One strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Got away with that one, left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
That misses. And the count 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Danny Jansen to hit here.
Let's go, Orioles. Let's go, Orioles.
Eflin back to work.
Swing.
And that's a strike.
Go home, Rays.
This one in the air. Rutschman settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
So now here's the DH, Jonathan Aranda.
Let's go, Baltimore.
And misses inside. In the air to left center.
There we go.
O'Neill grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. That one a little bit high. 2-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
2-2.
Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail here 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the veteran outfielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
Let's go, Tyler.
Out to short, Caballero.
Get there. Get there.
Fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Colton Cowser will hit next. First offering misses badly for ball 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Colton.
Got him swinging.
Now, kid.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Let's go, Jordan.
Let's go, Oreo.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Ball, no.
Next pitch is outside. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Stepping in, Johnny DeLuca. And that's in for a strike. One out, base is empty.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
1-2.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Now batting for first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the sweeper is in for a strike. That's a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
In the air, out towards left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back here in Baltimore, and now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
That's to third, Caminero. Zips it to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Singy, he was the first player taken in what has turned out to be a talented draft class.
Well, Boog, 2019 delivered a youth movement for Major League Baseball. Adley, Bobby Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll, and the list goes on. It's extra special when you're the top pick in a class with so much talent.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. He's 0 for 1.
Get at it, Ryan.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Here's a chopper to short.
Let's go.
Over to Diaz, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. On to the fourth. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lau. Fouled off left side. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
That one
1-2.
inside. Look out.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Caminero goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that one hammered back there. Gone into the flag cord. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Base is empty, one away. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Up the middle. Over to first. And they get the out.
Now batting, catcher, Danny Jansen.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. He popped out his first time. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back. And it hits the fence. The throw into second. And in there with a double off the wall.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here is Jonathan Aranda. First pitch, and he just misses. Jansen at second with 2 down. And another ball. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Just missed. Jose Caballero in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. There's a strike.
Full count.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Rays with a solo shot to trim the lead. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, so now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. Right through there for a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Left fielder, Tyler.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Grounded out his first time up.
All right, Orioles, come on, let's go.
And it's fouled away. Swings through that one.
0-2. Here we go, Orioles.
That misses. 1-2 to count.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. Next offering is outside. Hit hard but foul off to the left. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's as the lead remains 3-1. We go to the top of the fifth. Now, Jose Caballero.
Jose Caballero.
Come on, Orioles.
Eflin back to work. Pitch
No,
misses there,
outside.
and that's ball one.
Well, these Rays being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners.
ball,
And you
one
could
strike.
argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2 again.
Swing.
Curve in the
Ball.
dirt.
2-2.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way,
Now batting,
but that time,
left fielder,
a little
Richie
anxious.
Palacios.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
No ball. 1 strike.
The Rays trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Henderson gets it to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, center fielder Johnny DeLuca.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca grounded out his first time.
Orioles, let's go.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swings and misses.
0-2.
And the count is 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
It's softly on the ground to
That's a
third,
foul
and it
ball.
goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 3, the Rays 1. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Cedric Mullins.
Mullins.
Come on, Baltimore, let's go!
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one
No,
drifts
that's a ball.
inside.
2 balls. No strike.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Let's go, Orioles.
Popped up left side. Caminero.
Come on now.
One up, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game. Inside, just missed. And a swing and a miss. Bases
1-1.
empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. This to third, Caminero. Home man for the fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson.
2 down, bases empty.
Holiday.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. Went down on strikes his first time through. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Just missed. Right through there for a strike.
Let's go, O's.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Orioles 3, the Rays 1. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And that misses. Ball 2. That one the other way. Makes the grab, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lowe. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That clips the corner. Fights it off. You'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Rays down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Curve in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
1 gone, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Lowe, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Let's go, Orioles! Hee-haw! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 1 out. And here is Josh Lowe. And that one fouled off. High fly ball out to center field. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Danny Jansen.
And stepping in for the Rays, Danny Jansen, 1 for 2. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge preparing to come on if needed. Aiken warming up as well.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Out to short. They take the force out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So they strand a pair. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 3, the Rays 1. Back now at Oriole Park, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's ripped, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Now batting.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
In the air, left side, Palacios makes the catch for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn, has grounded out a couple of times. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen getting ready to go. Rodriguez getting loose as well. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit.
Designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Step off throw to first. Henderson back in on a dive. Ball 1 there.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 3, the Rays 1. back here in Baltimore.